What is going on, guys? Liam Dugan here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how I managed to drop all my body fat in a matter of 3 months. I went from looking like this to looking like this, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide to follow on exactly how you can do the same thing. Whenever anyone thinks of losing weight or following any sort of diet, they think of the worst, dreadful time. It's going to take ages. I'm going to show you today why that's not. I'm going to show you how to fast track your fat loss journey, how to make it easy, and how to make it enjoyable. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Alrighty, it's time to actually put this whiteboard to use. I literally went out one day, bought the whiteboard, and we still get to use it. So in today, she's gonna get a first. She's gonna get a bit of TLC. Can we get a close up? Like and sub. Actually, I'm gonna make a deal with myself right now. I'm not gonna ask any of you to like, sub, comment. You don't have to do any of that until I actually provide you with some value. So if you leave this video with some value, with some new knowledge, or you learn anything, that's when you can like. If you wanna see more videos, that's when you can subscribe. And if you learn something, that's when you can comment. And until I provide you with anything, you don't have to do either of them. All right, let's get straight into it, eh? Actually, let's get this to the kitchen. What do we reckon? How's that looking? Not bad? Actually, before we get into it, if you didn't already know, you can check this video on 1.2 or 1.5x speed, just so it goes even faster than what I already fucking speak at. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, so coming in first, and the only thing that matters when you're trying to lose weight, dialing in your nutrition. Like I said to you at the start of this video, we're trying to make fat loss as easy as possible. Fuck doing the cardio, fuck trying to go to the gym to lose weight. If you can just dial in your nutrition, you're gonna eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. One meal plan, you're gonna get fatter, and one meal plan, you're gonna lose weight. And when it comes to dialing in your nutrition, these are the only three things that matter. For majority of you guys, if you're just focusing on eating whole foods and eating high protein, you'd probably lose weight anyway. And you have a combination by eating a high protein whole food diet and you're in a calorie deficit, Bob is your uncle, and you've just lost a fucking magical amount of fat. Alrighty, so how you're gonna implement this in your journey, if you can focus on 80% of your diet eating whole foods, wake up, have some eggs, chicken and rice for lunch, steak, sweet potato, avocado, the best dinner of all time for dinner. Like if you literally just focus on eating whole foods, you're gonna lose weight. For the protein, I would literally just focus on getting 30 grams of protein in each meal. It's as simple as that. When you have your breakfast, make sure it's got 30 grams of protein, lunch, so on and so forth. Calorie deficit, I know this is like a big buzzword that everyone likes to throw around. If you don't know what it is, just search up on the internet, calorie calculator, chuck in all your stats, subtract 500 calories, and again, Bob is your uncle. And how this translates over to exactly what we're trying to do. When you eat whole foods, you eat a high volume diet. All this means is your meals are low in calories, but they're fucking massive. Trust me. I'm gonna check up the size of a photo. Wait, I'm gonna check up the size of one of my meals that I was eating every night. Does that look like a low calorie meal? It's fucking massive. For a high protein diet, I was getting in about 190 grams of protein every single day, and my calorie deficit was 2,100 calories. And there we have it. Once I calculated a meal plan that was whole foods, it was high in protein while I was eating in a calorie deficit, I literally just stuck to that meal plan over the 3 months, and it was the easiest way to lose weight. But I know what you're thinking. This means a load of fuck all. What meals was I actually eating? Look, that was pretty good. Come on, what do we have here? Full day of eating 6 fucking meals while I was losing weight. Before we get into it, if you do want the exact MyFitnessPal breakdown for every portion size, exactly how much I was eating, there's gonna be a link in the description somewhere. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. So just go in there, download it, look at it, Bob's your uncle. Anyways, for breakfast, scrambled eggs. I know a lot of people like to say there's no such thing as the best thing to have for breakfast. You can't be scrambled eggs on a fat loss phase. High in protein, high in fat, rich in nutrients, and it's gonna keep you full. I would also bomb in a couple of veggies just to make the volume of the meal even bigger. For a snack, I was having protein oats. Again, these are high in fiber. In a fat loss phase, you wanna make sure you're getting high fiber foods. Again, how many times am I gonna say again? They're gonna keep you fuller for longer, right? For lunch, probably the greatest fat loss meal of all time, the chipotle chicken pumpkin recipe. There's a recipe somewhere on my fucking Instagram. You can find it if you want. But pumpkin and chicken breasts are probably the lowest calorie fucking whole foods you can get in the world. So when you do a combination of both, I'm gonna say it again, high volume food, low calories. Yeah, you got the point. Pre-workout meal, protein fruit bowl, mixed berries, banana, a little bit of honey, and some protein powder. Nah, I can't say it one more time, but you get the point. Dinner, Macca's bowl. That shit's goated. Like a Macca's bowl for dinner and I'm losing weight. Like what the fuck? And for dessert, a homemade yochi bowl. Like you're telling me I get to eat all of this and still lose weight. Like I said, if you need it, it's in the description. Anyways, when we focus on eating whole foods that are high in protein in a calorie deficit, we allow ourselves to have so much fucking food and still lose weight. I think that pretty much covers everything. Time for number 2. Bang. Why didn't they change? Number 2, step count. I know what you're thinking. Surely walking can't do that much for your fat loss. I promise you it can. Like I said to you at the start of this video, we're trying to make your fat loss as easy as possible. Would you rather fucking sit on the Stairmaster crying or just go for a 20-minute walk 3 times a day? Just make it a little bit easier. Anyways, my target for my fat loss journey was 13,000 steps. You don't have to do 13,000 steps. I would just up your step count. If you're currently getting 10,000, at least get 12,000. If you're only getting 6 or 7,000, aim for 10K. And if you don't even have a watch to track your steps yet, go get a watch. 13,000 steps, it sounds like a lot, lot, but literally if you just add 3 20-minute walks, I would go for a walk before my first meal. So as soon as I wake up, I'd get my body moving, get some sunlight into the eyeballs. As we all know, that's quite good. 2,000 steps. Around 20 minutes, you should be able to get 2,000 steps. I would do a 20-minute walk before my gym session on the incline treadmill. Bang, bang, bang. After dinner, you know when you're feeling a little bit bloated, you want to go to sleep, go for a little walk. A post-digestion walk is such a good way to help your body digest food. So, 3 20-minute walks, 2,000 steps each, 3 times 2, quick maths, 6,000 steps on top of your daily target. And it's easy as that. Bang, 13,000 steps, pretty straightforward. On to the next. These transitions are getting pretty good. Anyways, number 3, follow a structured training program. Again, a big fucking buzzword that everyone likes to use. For most of you guys, a structured training program, all it needs to mean is you have certain days that you follow a certain workout. Because if you say you're gonna go to the gym 4 times a week and then something comes up on Tuesday, something comes up the next day, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, and then you end up skipping it. You go to the gym once a week. Have set days for the set days in the program. If you wanna copy and paste this is the best case scenario. So Monday and Friday were my rest days. I'll probably go in the gym, do a bit of cardio. I might even go for a run if I'm feeling a little bit zesty. I would follow push, pull, legs, obviously rest, upper, lower. Literally copy and paste this program. It is the easiest program to follow. It's so enjoyable. If you only have 4 days to train, do a upper, lower, upper, lower. If you only have 3 days to train, come on, you have more than 3 days. But if you only have 3 days to train, I would just do like maybe an upper, lower, and a full body. As long as you're hitting every body part twice a week, Bob's your uncle. Daily habits, back to where I was back where we left off. These might not seem like they're that important, but I promise you, when you can master these 5 things, everything becomes easier. First of all, I would weigh in every single day and I would track my weight. There's so many people on the internet that tell you, oh, you shouldn't track your weight, this is it. Load of absolute bullshit. You wanna track your weight, you wanna make sure you're actually losing weight. And I promise you, for example, if you're 85 kilos right now and your goal is to get under 80, if you wake up and you weigh yourself, you're gonna remind yourself of your goal every single day and you're gonna create external motivation to stick to it. I promise you, if you weigh in every day and you are 85, 85, 85, fuck this. You're gonna fucking commit to your diet, you know what I mean? You're actually gonna get to it. Step goal, already spoke about, we don't need to touch on that. Sleep. This is probably one of the lowest hanging fruits that you can fucking pull on a fat loss journey. I'm not gonna get all fucking scientific and boring, but in a simple term, when you have a bad sleep, you're more hungry, you have more cravings, you're more likely to have low energy, so you don't go to the gym. Somehow, from a bad sleep, you've eaten more shit and you've not gone to the gym. Created all these problems. Just have a good night's sleep. If you do wanna see my sleep routine, I'm probably the best fucking sleeper you've ever met. What a weird flex, I know. We can do that in a later video. 3 to 4 liters of water daily. Again, if you're dehydrated, you're gonna have so much cravings, all the bullshit. Just make sure you're getting hydrated. These are just simple things. You know this stuff, right? And weekly photos. These are very good. A lot of the times people don't like taking photos, but I promise you, if you can take a photo of yourself right now and you don't like the person you look at, you're gonna create motivation to actually put in the work and lose the weight. Number 5. All right. Last and certainly fucking least, utilizing supplements. The number one thing I get asked is, what's the best supplement when I'm trying to lose weight? This is the last thing you should be worrying about. If you don't have the other fucking things in check, fuck the supplements off, right? But if you have everything else in check, supplements can play a very important role. Number 1, caffeine. Caffeine, again, we're not trying to get fucking scientific. There's a little sensor in your brain that tells you when you're tired. When you take caffeine, it tells that sensor to fuck off. Now you got energy. Bob's your uncle. It's also a hunger suppressant. So a lot of the times I get very hungry in the morning. So after my breakfast, I would usually have a coffee. Bang, I'm no longer hungry. Number 2, electrolytes and greens. These are optional, but these are fucking awesome. So I would start my day off, especially in a calorie deficit, with some electrolytes. I might not be getting all the essential vitamins and minerals through my diet because I'm in a calorie deficit. Get a good electrolyte powder so you can start your day off hydrated. I would also throw some greens in there if you want some extra vitamins and minerals. Apart from the benefits that these actually do provide, I would start my day off with like a liter of water mixed with these 2. You drink that whole thing and you're full. So on top of the benefits, you're fuller for longer. Again, we're trying to make your journey as easy as possible. Last but not least, pre-workout. A lot of people try to tell you pre-workout is bad for you, it's this, it's that. Load of bullshit. Trust me, pre-workout is so good. You can either get one with caffeine or one without caffeine, depending on which tickles your fancy. I would always recommend having a pre-workout handy in a calorie deficit. There's gonna be days where you cannot be fucked training. You can literally mix up You can literally mix up a little bit of pre-workout, liquid motivation, all of a sudden you now want to go to the gym. And last but not least, I know the one that everyone's going to be fucking, what about a fat burner? Doesn't it magically burn fat? No, you can't take a supplement that's just going to magically put you in a calorie deficit. Look, the only time a fat burner actually might be useful is if you don't like coffee, you want a bit of a caffeine hit in the morning, mix up a bit of a fat burner. Can I say it again? No, we're not gonna say it again. Bob's your uncle. Anyways, and that is it for the supplements. Bang. The most important part of this video, your action steps on how to get you from where you are now to that little smiling face. Again, I literally followed these action steps. It took me from chubby to the best shape of my life in only a matter of a few months. Take a starting photo. After this video, I want you to go in your bathroom, get the shirt off and actually take a photo. I want you to, if you're not happy with where you're at now, it's gonna create external motivation. You're gonna have a starting point, and once you lose the weight in 3 months time, you're gonna be so happy you took that photo. Second of all, I want you to weigh in. I want you to look, again, let's just say you're 85 kilos. You got a starting photo, you got a starting weight. Now I want you to set a 3-month goal. A realistic goal is, anywhere from 5 to 10 kilos over 3 months. So if you're 85 kilos, write down, I wanna get to 80 kilos by 3 months. Keep yourself accountable. Actually write it down with intent. I need to get to 80 kilos in 3 months. Number 4, eat in a 500 calorie deficit. You already know. Whole food, high protein, calorie deficit. Bob's your uncle. Last but not least, follow any sort of gym program. Depending on how many days you can go to the gym, follow some sort of program. And there we have it. There is your full roadmap that you can follow if you want to transform your life in the next couple of months. But I do just want to add, if you've made it to this far in the video, this goal is obviously very important to you, and you might have even struggled with weight loss in the past. We've helped so many people in your exact position, whether it's losing 5, 10, 15, and even 20 kilos. So if you want to learn more about how I can help you lose weight, just reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know you come from the YouTube video, because I'd be more than happy to help. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, fuck, I say that every single time. Look, I appreciate you if you made it to this far in the video. I made a deal with you at the start. I said, don't like, don't subscribe, don't comment unless you learn something, unless I provide you with some value. So if you have taken any sort of value, if you like the video, maybe you could like the video. If you learned something, maybe you could comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, you could subscribe, turn on post notifications. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.